Hey, black women. Listen, I was watching YouTube for a split second before I crashed for the night, and I just saw the whole thing about Shira Seven and her how she doesn't give a shit about Palestine, and she's gonna continue to keep drinking Starbucks and etc. And how the internet is literally like going off on her and being concerned with her opinion. Now, I I don't care for her. I think she's an idiot. I think that when spiritual whistleblower was telling you guys that really stupid black women listen to her, I absolutely agree, because this is an old woman who is on YouTube pretending to be somebody she's not. Um, she's a poor example of what you should not want to be. You know, I don't want to get into calling her names, but we all know how she got into that marriage, right? And then the fact that she says that this dude has money when that's not true. And the money that she does have, it comes from you. It's very obvious if you just think, right? Anyway, I just want to say that I think that black women, you can boycott, you can do whatever you want to do because you are a citizen of the world, and you can speak out against the genocide in Palestine. I happen to think this shit is atrocious myself, and I think that it needs to be stopped, and I think Israel needs to knock the shit off, and America as well, right? But I have to be real, and I gotta put shit where it needs to be put. Nobody gives a fuck about black people. There are never going to be any Palestinian people fighting for what's right for black people. They don't give a fuck, right? And to tell you how I know this to be true, I was at the doctor today, and where I live, there are a lot of people like that, as well as others in my area of Queens. And do you know, I was leaving out of the doctor's office, and he was in front of me with his mom, who was an elderly woman. Now, I gave his mother respect, and I actually waited for her to move over to the side because she was walking very slowly with her cane to leave out of the building. He told his mom to wait adjacent to the door, and I was immediately behind him. So I waited to let the old lady move over. Do you know this motherfucker literally looked at me, sucked his fucking teeth, and then slammed the fucking door in my face? So excuse me when I see all you black women online getting upset over the genocide in Palestine, which is to be expected, because I don't want to see any women and children being killed for no reason, right? No matter where they are in the world. But it's funny how we black women are the only ones who feel like that about other people in the world when nobody gives a fuck about us. And they blatantly show you that the way he showed me today, right? Then, on top of that, it's just like, black women, you really got your own fucking wars to fight and your own protesting and rallying to do about your own black femicide in America. Your own black femicide in every country in this world where these black males are killing you. And instead of you taking that seriously and taking up the charge and running all over YouTube and being as voiceful and forceful as you are worrying about Palestine, you're not even fucking worrying about yourself. And truth be told, you're dying more so than the people in Palestine. And you don't give a fuck about that, but you want to look good complaining about people that you're nowhere near. And yes, boycotting is a wonderful thing. Do it, because shit does need to be regulated in this country and in this fucking world, right? But you're never going to see them giving a fuck about anything that happens to black people. And that man looked me dead in my fucking face, sucked his teeth, and closed that door in my face. And you expect me to rally for him? I'm not going to do it either. And it's not that I don't care, because I do care, but it's blatant disrespect, anti-blackness, and racial prejudice that those people project towards us, and they only want us when they need us to help them. Outside of that, they don't give a fuck if we are going through hell on this earth. And you know what I say? And you could get mad at me because I'm about to leave YouTube any fucking way. You need to stop worrying about the Palestinians and the Jews and everybody else. And you need to start worrying about your own black women and children who are being fucked up by your black male counterparts. That's what you need to do. You need to be on here taking up the charge that Rosa, Cha-Cha, God bless her soul, and Ori were out here doing for us before we ran them off. Okay? So, black women, pick up the charge for black femicide, little black girl human trafficking by black males, and all these black guys you guys want to fucking be in love with, who are killing women and black women and children every day and stealing our little girls, killing them in droves, and pushing them into human trafficking, sexual human trafficking. You have your own fucking issues and conditions to rally, march, protest, boycott about. Why don't y'all get on that shit? Get on that with the same amount of energy and vigor that you're giving the Palestine-Israel situation. When you could do that equally, then maybe I'll have respect for what you're yelling about and what you're talking about. Because to me, the worst type of fucking person in the world is a person who could run around yelling and screaming for every fucking body else and their issues in the world, but you don't do what you're supposed to do for your own fucking issues. You're full of shit. You're a hypocritical, self-hating, full of shit individual. And Spiritual Whistleblower was right when she said people who listen to Shira are fucking stupid. Because if you literally are having that much energy and putting in that much work for yelling and screaming and fighting over Shira's bullshit ass comments about buying Starbucks, and you not out here going hard for the black women and little girls that are being victimized, murdered, tortured, sold into sex trade, that look exactly like you and who are like you, you don't give a fuck about that, but you give a fuck about Palestine, you need to shut the fuck up forever. For real. Because you ain't about shit. You don't give a fuck about your own kind, but you give a fuck about everybody else in the world. Man, go sit down with that bullshit. And it doesn't matter if she buys the fucking coffee or not. America is still going to back those the fucking people in Israel. And what needs to happen is the rest of the Islamic countries, they need to just fucking destroy that place and it'll be over. The whole shit'll be over. Okay? But you need to take care of your own house and start worrying about black femicide and everything else that concerns black women and little girls. And stop worrying about what the fuck is going on the other side of the world, where those people don't give a fuck if you live or die. And for those that get offended, I'm sorry, but that is honest to God truth. That's the way I feel, and it is what it is. Because I know what I'm saying is absolutely true, because that man looked me dead in my face, sucked his fucking teeth, and closed the door in my face. And I showed his fucking mother respect by moving over and waiting for her to move as slow as she was moving. I could have pushed right past her, but she was an elder, so I respected that. And this motherfucker disrespected me simply because I was a black woman. So don't tell me shit. You black women need to get on your own fucking conditions about how these black males of yours that you worship are out here killing black women and little girls, sex trafficking them, and fucking them up every day in their homes with domestic violence and sexual assault. Get on that shit. Get on this YouTube and this internet, social media, or every one of them, and blow up black femicide the way you blowing up worrying about Starbucks. It is so ridiculous. Y'all always fighting for the wrong cause. Always. Never doing what is right. You have so much self-hate is fucking crazy. You will make every fucking excuse in the world instead of targeting the black males as a collective for the killing, the torture, and the murder, and the fucking crime against humanity that they subject all those fucking little girls to when they sell them into sex trafficking. Don't say shit to me. Y'all are so fucking warped in the head. It is insane.